shaping the future of digital entertainment. We have Mr. Siddhartth Injetti. With 15 years plus of experience in the media industry, he's been honored as a 40 under 40 achiever in 2024. He brings a unique blend of creative insight and business acumen to storytelling. He's held head of content roles at major studios such as Viacom, Media Private Limited, Pocket FM, and so on across Hindi and South territories. He's directed 20 plus TV and digital shows and 15 plus television commercials and much, much more. His work spans platforms and languages, always anchored in the belief that great content connects deeply across audiences. This powerful panel represents diverse perspectives, from OTT platforms, independent studios, to producers and content strategies, all deeply involved in shaping how stories reach audiences. Let's all give them a round of applause. With that, I'll hand it over to Mr. Anand to take it forward.
Thank you very much. Good evening, everyone. Before we start, I would like to go back in history and talk a little bit of content and rights in that way. I think when the real filmmaking was happening, there used to be these 35 kg boxes. I don't know how many people remember that. And those times, producers used to own the rights. And then came the channels when people used to write their rights to it. And there was a time I remember producers just gave rights to everything because they did not understand what is these rights. Today there is rights for every scene, every character, every moment, song rights, comedy rights, scene rights. So India's OTT audience today is about 600 million and 140 million are paid subscriptions. But this growth has scaled in different forms of different kind of OTT, different kind of content. And today the discussion what we are having is the rights owners and the IP owners. Who owns what?
So I'll just go back to the days of when the show was made. You can't use the name Basanti. If you use it, then you're going to get sued, like Gabbar Singh, all these names. So everything has been an IP protected. So like it all started with the animation world. So where the first IP right for a character, what I remember was through the Cartoon Network, the Tom and Jerry IP rights. So from there it then went to the reality shows like KBC, which had a format of an IP. Then it came to film, when film started becoming a universe. So like today, even the platform owners, they own some part of an IP. So that's how they're protecting their interest of telling stories. So I guess it's the creators, even the producers, and even the platform has to give a little bit of a freedom so that the creators can openly come with let the storytellers only think about the story, not about the business part. The moment I think I need to create a Bahubali character or a Basanti character, you are going to dilute your creativity. So that part has to be a little bit given freedom to creators and let that part be taken by the producers or the the content owners. Let the creators have some part of revenue to it. So the whole fight is between the revenue, right? Like it's all
very interesting you brought that point because my next question.
I also want to add something to that. I have my own experience on this because, as I said, the character names. We did purchase a film and on an original space which is already being produced called Bhanumati Ramakrishna. And her grandson came and filed a case saying that you can't name the film like that. Then we have to fight back in the court. Then court was also like, they couldn't take a call. So then we changed the name into Bhanumati and Ramakrishna. So because he don't want her grandmother names to be used and because her husband name is also Ramakrishna. And also the Bhanumati Ramakrishna, the film was marketed in a way, the character was so to the face, everybody was thinking that the character is related to her. So maybe it's not intentional by the creator, but it's supposed to happen. So
see, for producers and especially small-time filmmakers and platforms, what does negotiating exclusively on on windowing minimum guarantees, and how does the duration work? If you guys can put in something about it.
So first of all, thank you everyone. Thank you sir. Thank you TK sir for having us. Thank you for hosting such a wonderful panel. It's really honor to have content policy makers, creators, producers, everyone. It's a very good platform for networking. Yeah, on this IP and content ownership and everything, I strongly believe because we are a blooming satellite network, everything. So the thing is, IP should be divided individually. See, a cinema is a collaborative art, right? So there is a filmmaker, writer, director, producer, a music director, everyone. So everyone owns a different kind of IP. The problem what's happening right now because I did a mini series called Dear Moments, and I try to I try to distribute with other platforms. That was the core idea. I want to distribute with many other platforms. That's it. The platforms, agreement, literally scared me. They're like, we will take your music rights, we will take your dialogue rights, we will take the character rights, every right.
Own you basically.
Yeah, and basically, I am the creator, and I want to. I don't know if I want to do another series in the same format. I don't know. But it may spark, or it may like once the people just watch it and they appreciate. Maybe it is a pat on my back, right? Like I want to do it again. But with all these legal compliances, rights and everything, that will shrink it. That will shrink the creator's future. That will shrink the idea's future. So I am scared with this IP. There is no IP individuality here. So that is the main thing which I am,
But you can fight it out, right? It's
Yeah.
simply,
yeah, because
means as from the other side, what do you guys say that if I'm coming as a producer or a filmmaker, and of course will as from the person you're buying, you will of course put all rights. But I can also fight it back and say no, I don't want to give this, right?
Yeah, definitely. See, it all depends on what is your project weight. Like for example, Bahubali. Every platform owns Bahubali, if I'm not wrong. Yes.
Yeah, if you can tell from a creator's point of view.
Right. So, see, whenever you approach a new studio as a fresher, I'm just talking. If you're an experienced, definitely you'll have your own legal team, marketing to protect them. But if as a first-time filmmaker or first-time producer, if you're reaching to a platform, like first you make them to understand your universe, like how big it can become, how big the world can become. Then if the person who's sitting opposite to you and you are lucky enough, then and it's also how you are building that necessity among the studio that I need to tell this story. So either you take the help of some producer or a studio or consultancy. Now there are a lot of legal consultancies out there who can help you to provide you, but at the end of the day it also costs you. And patience is important. So if you are patient enough and you can hold any OTT platform takes 18 to 20 months to approve yourself. So how you will survive as a creator? That is very good. If you can survive, then you are there.
So you want to add to that. See, it starts from the writer itself. What the producer does, he actually take all the rights.
And also, like Surya said, that the writer and the director is left once the producer starts making big monies. Like similarly, it has to be very transparent. Like when Meera Nair does her films, even as an actor, Tabu holds the rights of that film. And even today, every year she's going to get some part of money from that film. So if that kind of a transparent collaboration has to start with producer, because writer is always the person who's on the other side of getting work. Producer is the one who's paying. So he has to be transparent enough. See, I can't pay you X plus 2 amount. I'll pay you X. But the plus 2 amount will be divided all over years. Similarly, the OTT platform can do that.
Completely agree because I think the way it is going, everybody wants to hold all kinds of rights, especially exclusive rights. Now that's my question leading to you. Now exclusive and non-exclusive. What do you suggest to some filmmakers here? What should they? I know you guys want to hold exclusive rights, but if you get into the non-exclusive right, what do you guys lose as studio, and what do they lose as creators?
See, once you hold an exclusive rights, it means you are getting paid big money. So you need to also understand that. If you have a straight from, you need a film for theatre, or anything for theatre, and it's coming directly to digital. It's been paid huge. During the COVID, we all noticed it. Similarly, when the moment you hold non-exclusive right, it means that you can distribute anywhere. So then the cost of from the studios, from the OTT platform will definitely come down. Come down, it's almost 70% will come down. Now, are you ready to take that leap until you become Rajamouli or Christopher Nolan? I don't think you have that kind of a power to hold to something like that. Like those people can say, I hold everything, you take it or break it.
Or is it just with the cost, or it is the value of the project that will decrease, because of the exclusive and non-exclusive?
It's not nothing to do with the value of the project. It is about how, like for example, the biggest budget film is Bahubali, and the least budget film is Drishyam. So Drishyam still is as big as Bahubali for OTT platform, because the Malayalam version has been watched by all over world, India, like from everyone. So now how can you really say that? Like you need to have, like the team here whom you are building, the community of filmmakers, whatever you are trying to build, need to have that kind of capability to negotiate. Now that comes through experience. So कुछ लोग हालातों से सीखते हैं, कुछ लोग experts से सीखते हैं.
But coming to the business, existing business right now, what is happening in the past 1 year, I think everything is diluted. No one is ready to acquire films because no one will make money. I think platforms also should think about in the future, for the future. So it's they are the one who actually spoil the market is what I technically say. Sorry, I'm from that side.
Very interesting. Actually, I have a story here because we had JioCinema in our festival and we were talking about his The Great Indian Kitchen. And when they did the movie, nobody picked it up. And they were looking at different channels, and they were feeling frustrated. Some new OTT came on board and they said, we don't have any films, we would like to negotiate. And they negotiated some number. And these guys did not have anything, they said, let's go with it. It makes so much money, that not only they recovered their costs, the OTT made money, then Prime came on board and they bought it. So it's of course one-off case, but those things can also happen for creators. It's a wonderful thing that there are these independent OTTs who probably come and support you, and they will also channel your creativity. So this is a hope for creators when a lot of OTTs don't probably reject you. And the leading to my next question, of course, streaming wars. Between you guys, what if let's say, for example, just to give a random name like Kantara, a big thing is coming. The previous one was a big hit, the next one is coming. How do you guys go pitching for it and saying that we want to own right for this? And what is your play in this? If you guys can.
Alright. So see, when a big event film is coming, before even its poster get releases, the deals are get together. Like every acquisition team goes there, have a deal, they speak with the producers or the team and get the deal done.
Do you have a strategy is what I want to understand as to that we will go and pitch like this? Or you have an internal meeting saying that this should be our pitch so that they can't reject our offer.
Yeah, see, definitely, like see, every OTT platform has easily 36 months of gateway. Like we plan for 3 years. Every platform does that. As a corporate world, when we are approaching any film, it's definitely not the money. It's also the promise what we give them. Sometimes it's 3 years of contract of 5 films or 10 films, which is coming from your studio. We'll do that. So then that gives much leverage for creators. Like say, I'm giving you 100 crores for next 3 years. All your films are mine. Now that 100 crores, how he's going to make it, whether he's going to get corrupted or he's going to stay honest to his storytelling, it depends on him. So, I mean, that is the kind of an approach that is always a win for the creators. So, whoever have made money is the producers or studios, but no OTT platform has been profitable.
Don't say like a lot of creators are there.
Healthy for this.
Buddy, you're the channel guy.
But I'm talking the other way.
I know, I understand. Yeah. your thoughts.
So I'm going to speak in a micro level. As we are blooming like we are meeting producers daily, we are meeting creators daily, and we are building legal team for our own channel. And after this panel, I'm going to tell every producer, every writer, every creator to collaborate and build a legal team internally. Otherwise, they are going to face huge losses, and that would be without the complete picture of what the entire content would be in the future. So that would be biggest problem. And also, I another thing in this complete legal battle and everything what's happening in the streaming, there is this intimate relationship with OTT during COVID. Now that has been decreased. Earlier, in televisions, what would be very familiar, very but this division of breaking the television, the living room culture to the room culture or individual culture has been evolved, right? So this culture, entire is disturbing this entire legal systems and everything. So maybe we need to understand the process for the next 5 or 10 years.
No, absolutely right. There are, I think, more rights because now meta classes are coming. Maybe there are rights for classes and there are new ways to look at this. One, I would like to probably get into a last question before we open it to the audience. We're talking about Pushpa, and you mentioned a very important statistics about how Pushpa in Hindi has done. But if you can elaborate on that.
Right. See, when a regional cinema, we see that like a Telugu film or a Kannada one film is doing big and that is becoming a big market. But if you see, actually the dubbed version has done much more money than the original language version. So now, when if something that kind of a film is getting celebrated, so why can't the same film which is made in Hindi in the same terms, it is not making money. So now that is again the authenticity what we bring in terms of storytelling. Be it Telugu, be it KGF or Kantara. The storytelling, I'm sure if the same story is done by any Bollywood actor, I'm sure nobody is gonna watch. So it is coming from the soil, right? Like we always discuss, if you can able to tell your story honestly, and then definitely you're going to get that kind of a market or that kind of a beat a small film like Great Indian Kitchen. Though it's made in like 30-40 lakhs, it's not even that IP. But still, it has made big. The remake rights have went to Netflix, and what I feel is that in terms of the war of streaming and the war between the creators and the streaming, is that even the creators have to be enough flexible and they need to have patience before dealing. So today, if somebody is giving you 2x of money, just don't jump and do that. That's what, like, I give example of Arca Media. They are patient enough, they wait, okay, they don't hurry. For that also you need a sustainability of your finances enough.
Said Hollywood makes more money in regional languages than English itself. Imagine Spider-Man saying in Bhojpuri and that is selling more tickets than the English one. Great, I think I would like to open it to the audience and your creators or you're from studio. There are amazing people sitting on here, and if you have any questions, it will be nice to know some answers from them.
My name is Anshu. I'm a filmmaker. I recently had a conversation with him. So the question is that being an indie filmmaker and then producing film, the biggest challenge we face is that obviously the distribution part. So when we directly reach out, whether it's in Chennai, Mumbai or Hyderabad, the difficulty we face that we don't know how to approach them or where should we go. So it's very unorganized. Yeah, this is my question.
Do a tie-up with a aggregator or someone, so that they will tell you what kind of money you can recover from where, from which rights, how you can at least break even is what they will try to help you. I think that is more important now if you don't have a knowledge.
So adding to that one suggestion what I give, if you don't have any access to anyone, just learn some digital marketing. So you can create your own campaigns in Facebook and Google or whatever the ads and all. Then you can push in a particular area where you see the producer can get, like, if you can get some views, get some likes, get some comments, that can also make you to reach some kind of an aggregator or some kind of a studio who may be interested. If you don't have, if you are completely zero contact, that one suggestion I can give is learn some digital marketing, put your trailer, teaser, push it. Like YouTube gives you an access to pay ads and push it to with very small amount, like 50 rupees, 100 rupees, you can reach out to 1000, 2000, 10,000 people. So if you can do that, and if that can also give you some kind of a marketing, I know a filmmaker who just created one trailer and he pushed this through a digital marketing and he got a film that is called Gamila. It's a Telugu film. So UV, yeah. So he's an independent filmmaker. He pushed it through digital marketing. Even in Mumbai, being in Mumbai, I saw the trailer through ad, and I got interested. It was created through AI, animation, and stuff. So yeah, there are ways today. You need not to bother until and unless you want to make a film with Allu Arjun or Shah Rukh Khan and all. Yeah.
Still, you have a problem. It's just simple. You approach the producer was that they have to do very well.
Yeah, this is
Content
going to be
investing. Yeah.
promotional lead.
Yeah, very simple. Nowadays they're doing very well. Okay.
Hi, Sunena here. Basically, because the word aggregator came up so many times, I have a question. There are multiple aggregators that bring people to OTT platforms, right? But a lot of them, they're in between when they take these rights. There's something that I've noticed with a lot of films that I've dealt with over the past few years. They all, once they take it, these aggregators also put it up on their own YouTube channels. They cut it up into small pieces. They do multiple things like that. And then apart from that, you also, it moves in from one place to another. So how is it that, someone can, sift through these aggregators, or is there a way where we can have a quality control check? How does someone understand it?
It's very simple. Are you going to cook food in your own kitchen, or are you going to go to a restaurant and eat? That's very simple, right? So if you want to come directly, you can come. If you don't have a way to reach someone, of course you have to come to an aggregator. Of course, they are making their own business. No one here to do charity. They want to make money out of it. To be very frank.
So adding to that, it's not only an independent filmmaker problem. Because you are an independent filmmaker, the studios are not going to pick up. No, even the big studios, until they see success, nobody is going to pick your content. I know many big studios, like 5 to 6 web series, films, even they are holding. Like though they make big films, still 5 to 6 films are lying there, nobody is buying it. Even they give for peanuts, nobody is ready to take it, because like at the end of the day, it's a money game. It has to roll. So we need to be conscious here, and at least until you create your brand, don't think about how you are monetizing it, because there are many monetization mediums which, like in-flight film watching, then international distribution. You may not know all this. If you get into that game, your creativity is going to die. So at least until you become a brand, until we can sell your content with your name, just don't think about it. Just go whoever is helping you out until you recover your part of money. Just think about that, then making profits and all. And that's all a different ballgame. So that's that one suggestion which I think you get.
Yes, please.
Okay, so he just said that you have to become a brand first and then go. When we talk about independent filmmaking in India, we know that a lot of movies are championed in Mumbai. For example, the recent release of a film called Humans in the Loop, which had Kiran Rao as an executive producer, and Netflix picked it up. But when it comes to independent filmmaking in the South, I don't see anybody championing it, and we again go back to becoming a brand. That makes a huge difference of being an independent filmmaker versus a commercial film. So why are you guys not championing any of the independent filmmaking which gets to the festivals? Like first, very few films get to the festivals from the south of India, outside of India. Even when they make it, there's a less noise, and I feel a lot more being championed in Bombay. The same OTT platform was sitting right here. The content is getting picked up in Bombay, but the same content of independent films doesn't get picked up in the south. Why so?
Why so? Because
I just want to answer that. I didn't meant in a wrong way becoming a brand. I meant that the moment you start thinking about the avenues of business, your creativity is going to get down. That's what I meant. Yeah, please. I just want.
so why so? Because that's what we need numbers end of the day. Like, but in spite of sitting here in the business, I don't even know how to solve this problem. It's about the people who sit in the decision making place and who takes the right decision.
Yeah, even like an independent, like one independent film, I can give you an example in Telugu. It's called Cinema Mandi. It's being made by an independent filmmaker, but it's been picked up by Netflix. It's a Telugu regional film. It's made in less than 1 CR, if I'm not wrong. So that's again like if you reach the right people at the right time or meet right people at the right time, then things are going to fall in place. So definitely we are also looking for a solution for it. We also as a platform don't want to miss out something like Great Indian Kitchen. We want that. We want Cinema Bandi. We want Scam 19. All the big hit names, whatever is out in the market, we all want that. But we also don't know how should we reach out to them.
I just wanted to just add one thing from whatever we've been discussing. Like as an indie filmmaker, it's such a thing to make a film and then mount it and sell it. So don't you think instead of just saying that writer, we need to focus on patent? It's very good. But it's good to know business. Like for all of you who are into business, it's good to know scripts. Because identifying scripts is at the end of the day, that is the way to go forward. When a person is making Cinema Bandi, he's doing it because his script has never been identified. So if all of you study script that day and identify how to, identify a good script from the rest of the junk that is getting made, just because there's a star attached to it. So then I think that will be a better idea rather than saying that we cannot be purists in these times. We need to know business, we need to understand.
Absolutely right. You're absolutely right. We all started from that. When you say script study, when you say script study, we have read all the script writing books. We started as a writer, I started as a director, I've directed more than 30 ad films. So, if you question the craft, definitely we are all there. But the point is, when you are working in a certain sector, like say if I'm representing an OTT as a head of content or vice president, whatever the designation is, this is not one point decision. So, if my gut says something to do with, we have to fight. We fought for many films. We fought for India and we bought it. Sometimes it's not going to happen. And the corporate politics, everything is going to be there. So it is not that the people who are sitting in a positions doesn't know the craft. They have been through the craft. We can check our profiles.
Sometimes, say for example, if he is bringing a film, he might be very good with picking up scripts. I may not be, so I might reject it. You may not have a say on it because I'm his boss. So that what will happen. That's what happening in most of the places is what I think. Because I'm as a creator, I've been into this position because I know what is salt, what is sugar, and what is this thing. That's when I can walk into a kitchen. And you should also know salt, sugar, and chili powder so that you can walk into the kitchen. Is what I'm saying. So learn the business. Come here. You're here with the knowledge of content creating, which we are trying to do. But of course, some things happens because of people who sit in the areas.
Like the Kannada industry, the Rakshit Shetty team, the language they speak, the Mangalore language. I'm sure the main Kannada film stream is not that. But today, all the 3 Shetty filmmakers make the film with that language and still they are minting money. So now, how will we know as a platform until it is proved? If someone comes to me with a Tulu language, definitely I'm going to as a platform think whether I should do it or no until something is in the market and proved. So now it's a catch situation.
I would second your question. Plus, like we are, building up this legal team and everything. In acquisition, what we have done as NKR TV Kannada, what we have done to purchase films, documentaries, independent films, short films, everything. We have built a team, like a core team, a writer, a director, a producer, and an executive. 4 to 5 people are going to sit and discuss about that one particular, film or whatever it is, the format, and then the business head is going to, agree with the terms, all the monetary things. So that's how a process should be, and yeah, that's what we are trying to do. That in our, that, I mean, because I'm a filmmaker.
See, just what the moment you get into a structure, everything is going to like I'll give you a biggest example. Like, act 1, act 3 structures, the character arc, blah blah blah. First half is on, opening is on, then you need to have end. Then comes a film like Animal, which doesn't have anything. All the acts are taken. Now you teach me as a filmmaker whether I should follow the acts or no. So now see, at the end of the day, any books are written or anything is written on a film. It's not that a rule. Like when you are joining an engineering, there is a set of things. Like some wheels have to move in a certain way, or else it will fall. But not in films. Even the wheels can go upside down and you may see the blockbuster hits. So now this doesn't have a rule. So if as a script alone, if Animal comes to me, I don't know, I will produce it or no. But when I'm watching it, I'm engaged to it for Arjun Reddy, whatever the film is. If that is coming to me as just a script, so now definitely it's not going to fly. Now even if it's going to fly, unless you have a personal rapport with the maker, you understand the intensity of a maker, like Ram Gopal Varma, all the legendary filmmakers, they have a style. So the moment you understand that, then definitely I want to buy Maniratnam's film, even though it's not making big money. I know it didn't make good in theaters, but still it's being bought. That's only because the credibility. So if you have that credibility, then the rules for film, there is no rules. That's what I mean for any content.
The only
You need to have some luck also.
Yeah. As a creator, what we can do is create value through creativity and marketing for your IP. I mean, to increase your IP value for any content. Your creativity and marketing is very important. That's how we are not going to.
Just to give a small numbers from their side, I think if you look at studio or an OTT, I think for 10 to 12% is what they're making money from all the content you have on your the whole thing. Imagine the 90% is sitting with them; they are not making anything out of it. All they wanted to do is just double it, not even like hit 100%. If they hit 20 to 22%, they're already making money, and I think they can support more. But that's the challenge, I think, which the 10% is making for the 90%.
25% is also big.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm trying to. Yeah.
To be very frank, no platform is making money.
Yeah.
No one is actually making money.
It's very good stories.
Yeah. The only thing probably I would say is this, I don't know if this is a good idea. Maybe all filmmakers before they start writing films should join OTT channels, everything as an intern. I'm not joking, just to learn what is happening there, just to understand if I can make some contacts, just to understand how maybe a script is taken, how is it read, what are the kind of things they take to make these decisions. And if probably after a year get out and start really working on the movie, whatever dreams they have, now they have a better idea of, okay, if I go with this idea, probably this channel or this studio will be more helpful to me. And you've already built a contact, so it's more easier for you to navigate. Means I lost the bus, maybe the younger ones can take this.
That's how I landed in one of the biggest studios. They rejected my script, and I took it very personally. I said, I'll be there one day, and I rejected studios ahead of But don't fall into that maze. Get out of the corporate.
Yeah.
If you have that luxury to come out and do cinema, then please do it. But once you get into this corporate maze, it's all there.
If your content is right, if you believe in your content, it will somehow go on.
Yes.
I buy movies only content based, not on this.
Great.
Only content.
I think it's been a great conversation. I think there was nice questions and nice reactions. So thank you very much. I think thanks to the audience for staying back and talking to us. Hope that we will have more conversations like this. Thank you very much and have a great day.
This session was truly interesting because it was a fun way to conclude where both creators and content heads resonated with what PB did. So I feel our marketing head, Sapna ma'am, will be really happy for the free of charge marketing of producers. Thank you so much. You all were a wonderful audience, and thank you moderators and our panelists. It was a brilliant event for sharing your insight. Thank you all.
I think you don't get my question. I showed it.